Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, where you get the most important news and stories from around the world, every day. Subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to stay informed. The news broke with a force that no one could have anticipated. It was like a thunderclap echoing across continents, reverberating through every corner of the globe. On August 30th, 2025, headlines screamed in bold letters, "Scientists uncover trillion-dollar mineral hoard in the Philippines." The world's media erupted, and the story spread like wildfire. Overnight, the Philippines' identity was redrawn. No longer just a land of stunning beaches and vibrant politics, it was suddenly thrust into the spotlight as the epicenter of a global economic revolution. Deep in a remote jungle, what began as a routine geological survey turned into a moment of history. The data was clear. An unimaginable jackpot lay hidden beneath their feet. The discovery was so immense, so unprecedented, it felt as if they had stumbled onto a new continent made entirely of wealth and opportunity. This wasn't just a scientific footnote, it was a geopolitical earthquake, sending shockwaves through governments and markets worldwide. Boardrooms and governments across the planet scrambled to respond, holding emergency meetings and urgent calls to assess the impact. The archipelago, once seen as a tourist haven or a strategic military outpost, was now a critical node for technology, green energy, and global industry. The world's supply chains and future technologies suddenly hinged on this discovery. The world's attention snapped to Manila, where hope, disbelief, and excitement mingled in the air. People everywhere asked the same question: could this be real? Could the Philippines truly be sitting on a treasure so vast it could change the fate of an entire nation, and perhaps the world? The story dominated every major news network, with experts and anchors analyzing every detail, every possibility. Economists and world leaders were left speechless by the official announcements, struggling to grasp the scale and implications of what had just been revealed. For the first time in decades, the Philippines was holding all the cards, its leaders standing tall on the world stage as the nation's people cheered with pride and anticipation. The scientists had unearthed not just minerals but a new destiny for 115 million people. Families gathered around televisions, watching history unfold before their eyes. The world was watching, waiting. The future of a nation, and perhaps the world, was about to be rewritten. A new chapter was beginning, and its first lines had just been broadcast to every corner of the earth. Let's talk numbers. Over $1 trillion in mineral wealth lies hidden beneath the Philippine archipelago, waiting to be unearthed. This staggering figure isn't just a headline, it's a game-changing reality that could redefine the nation's future. To put it in perspective, that's triple the country's annual economic output, an amount so vast it could transform the Philippines into a major economic powerhouse in Southeast Asia. This isn't just a rich deposit, it's one of the most significant mineral finds of the century, drawing the attention of global investors, mining giants, and governments alike. The wealth is a vast portfolio: nickel, copper, gold, and rare earth elements, each with its own critical role in the modern world. Nickel tops the list, critical for electric vehicle batteries and renewable energy storage. As the world races toward a greener future, demand for nickel is skyrocketing, and the Philippines is poised to become a global supplier. These deposits could reshape the global EV supply chain, making the Philippines a central hub for the next generation of clean transportation. Copper, essential for electrification and infrastructure, is present in massive, largely untapped reserves, enough to power cities, connect nations, and fuel technological progress for decades. Gold, already significant in the Philippines, is now believed to be far more abundant, offering both monetary value and economic stability. This newfound wealth could bolster the nation's reserves and attract international investment. Most strategically, rare earth elements, vital for everything from smartphones to defense systems, are present in concentrations that could break the world's dependency on a single supplier, giving the Philippines unprecedented leverage in global markets. This is not just one discovery but several interlocking ones, each amplifying the value and potential of the others. Nickel for the green revolution, copper for global electrification, gold for economic security. Each resource is a pillar supporting a new era of prosperity. Rare earths for the high-tech future, powering everything from advanced electronics to cutting-edge defense technologies. Each resource alone would be a game changer. Together, they represent a paradigm shift that could alter the balance of economic power in the region and beyond. The Philippines is no longer just a participant in the global economy. It's now a key supplier of its most essential building blocks, forging new partnerships and shaping the industries of tomorrow. The realization is only beginning to settle in, as citizens, leaders, and businesses start to grasp the scale of this opportunity. The nation stands on the brink of transformation, with the promise of jobs, infrastructure, and a brighter future for millions. The world is watching closely, eager to see how the Philippines will harness this trillion-dollar treasure and shape its destiny on the global stage. To truly grasp the magnitude of our modern world, consider what these minerals actually do. They are more than just rocks dug from the earth. They are the hidden forces powering our daily lives and shaping the future. Take nickel, for example. It's the silent hero of clean energy, powering the batteries that drive electric vehicles and store renewable energy. Without nickel, the global shift to electric cars and sustainable power would stall before it even begins. Control over nickel means control over the green economy. Whoever holds the supply holds the future of clean transportation and energy storage. Then there's copper, humanity's ancient metal, now more vital than ever. It wires our homes, powers our cities, and forms the backbone of the renewable grids of tomorrow. Every new device, every new building, every new power line depends on copper. As the world electrifies, copper demand is set to double, fueling a race to secure supplies and modernize infrastructure everywhere. The Philippines is sitting on a mountain of it, an untapped resource that could transform its economy and the world's energy future. Gold isn't just for jewelry. It's essential in electronics, ensuring reliability in your phone, your computer, and even in life-saving medical devices. Its unique properties make it irreplaceable in technology. In uncertain times, gold is the ultimate safe haven asset, giving governments and investors economic leverage and security when markets are volatile. Rare earth elements, 17 metals with exotic names, are the backbone of modern technology. They're in everything from smartphones to satellites, making the impossible possible. They power electric motors, wind turbines, missile guidance systems, and even the vibrant colors on your screen. Without them, much of our advanced technology would simply not exist. Despite their name, they're hard to mine and even harder to process cleanly. The environmental and technical challenges are immense, making them some of the most sought-after resources on the planet. Control over rare earths means control over the future of technology and national defense. Nations compete fiercely for access, knowing their strategic importance. These minerals aren't just commodities, they're the foundation of the 21st century, enabling everything from clean energy to global communications. The Philippines now holds the keys to the world's technological future. The stakes are enormous, and the eyes of the world are watching closely. The world's industries are watching, as every major economy depends on these resources to fuel progress and innovation. The nation's destiny is being forged from the ground up as minerals are transformed into the products and technologies that define our age. The building blocks of tomorrow are beneath Filipino soil, waiting to shape the next chapter of human progress. For millions of Filipinos, this is more than a headline, it's hope. For generations, the economy relied on remittances from overseas workers. Now, the promise is different. Millions of jobs at home, from mining to high-tech manufacturing. The economic ripple could be transformative, funding hospitals, schools, roads, and power grids. The cycle of poverty could finally be broken. Instead of exporting people, the Philippines could attract investment and talent. For families, it means better roads, reliable electricity, and real opportunities. For graduates, it means high-tech careers at home. The standard of living could rise dramatically. The country could leapfrog into the future, building its own factories and innovation hubs. This is the dream ignited by the trillion-dollar discovery. With great opportunity comes great risk. The Philippines is an ecological treasure, but mining is destructive, leveling mountains, polluting rivers, and threatening unique ecosystems. The risk of catastrophic environmental damage is real. There's also the resource curse, where sudden wealth breeds corruption, inequality, and conflict. The danger: a small elite siphons off the fortune, leaving the majority with pollution and poverty. Foreign powers and corporations will compete fiercely for access, bringing both investment and pressure. The country could become a pawn in a global tug-of-war. Indigenous communities face displacement and disruption. The government must balance economic interests with environmental protection and social justice. The stakes could not be higher. The global race began the moment the news broke. In Beijing, Washington, Brussels, and Tokyo, leaders scrambled to secure access to the Philippines' minerals. China sees both threat and opportunity. Its near monopoly on rare earths is at risk. The US and allies see a chance to diversify supply chains and break dependency. Multinational corporations are lining up, eager to sign deals and secure supplies. The Philippine government now holds unprecedented leverage, but also faces immense pressure. It can demand investment in local processing and high environmental standards. But a misstep could spark instability or entangle the country in superpower rivalry. The world is watching to see how the Philippines will play its hand. The choices made now will ripple across the globe. The fate of this discovery rests on governance. The wealth is a tool. Used wisely, it can build a prosperous nation. Misused, it can deepen inequality. Transparency is essential. Every contract, every dollar, every peso must be open to scrutiny. International standards like EITI must be embraced. Fairness matters. Benefits must reach local communities, not just the elite. Indigenous rights must be protected, with real consent for any project. Strong, independent institutions are the guardrails for prosperity. Investing in them now is crucial. Without them, the blessing could become a curse. The story of this discovery is unwritten, a blank page for the Philippines' future. The nation stands at a crossroads rush for quick profit and risk the resource curse or build a just, sustainable society. The easy path leads to pollution, corruption, and inequality. The harder path demands patience, strong regulations, and long-term vision. It means investing in science, demanding local value add, and creating a sovereign wealth fund for future generations. This is a choice for the whole nation, not just the government. Citizens must hold leaders accountable and defend their collective inheritance. The discovery is a test of character and resolve. The world is watching. The future is in their hands. This is more than economic growth. It's a chance to redefine national identity. The Philippines can become a leader in the global transition to a sustainable, high-tech future. The resources belong to the Filipino people. This must guide every decision. Managed wisely, the wealth can fund a golden age world-class education, healthcare, and infrastructure. The nation can become a hub for green engineering and advanced manufacturing. This moment calls for visionary leaders and a national consensus for long-term development. The Philippines has the advantage of hindsight, learning from others' mistakes. This is about unearthing a nation's potential. The trillion-dollar discovery could ignite a century of Filipino progress. The Philippine century is no longer a dream, it's a future waiting to be built.